Hey guys, my name is Jess Nielsen and I've been a vet nurse at Vet Services Waipukurau for over 16 years. I have a real passion for animal welfare and working with our farm dogs, and I'm extremely lucky to work in a mixed practice which is predominantly sheep and beef, which means we see a lot of working dogs. For about the past 12 years, I've been in charge of organising our working dog vaccination run. It has grown from an annual jab with a bunch of dogs tied to a fence to a thorough warrant of fitness health check. Having the responsibility to make changes within this area is really rewarding, and it makes it easy to focus on contributing to more in-depth working dog resources for our clients. Hearing how we are making a difference through positive farmer feedback adds a lot to job satisfaction for the whole clinic. The best part about working with working dogs is they are just so stoic and so brave. They're so loving and loyal, and they're so forgiving. Well, most of them are anyway. Creating or contributing to a Wallago dog program in your practice is something that, as an animal care professional, you too can help make a difference to many working dogs within your region. Creating a Wallago Dogs program is a win-win for dogs, farmers, and for your clinic. Working dogs are vital team members on the farm. Without them, farmers would be running a lot of kilometres every day. They're top performing athletes, so we should treat them as such, as well as best mates. We are promoting better healthcare and longevity for working dogs. This means farmers have their best performers around for longer, which is more economical in the long run, as a well-trained working dog are worth easily between $4,000 and $5,000. Farmers often spend more time together with their dogs than anyone else. Healthy dogs are a great mental health asset to our farmers as well. And clinics win by having improved farmer relationships and increased business turnover from associated surgeries and diagnostics that we find on these working dogs. But perhaps even more importantly is that it really contributes to staff morale and employee engagement and staff retention. Knowing that you're leading from the front and offering the best service to these really hard-working dogs, it makes for happy teams all around. As with any client, we're not just x-raying pockets and deciding for them what level of healthcare to offer their working dogs. The least we can do as veterinary professionals is ensure our working dogs are in optimum health, so they are able to deliver what is asked of them each day at their work. So when we get our hands on, examine them, we can offer farmers all the choices, right up to the gold standard, and we can educate farmers to make good decisions. Given the opportunity, it's commonly surprising how many farmers will actually go for that top level of care. You simply don't know what they will choose unless you have that conversation. And we want to be proactive with our care and not wait for the wheels to fall off. So what better way to do that than running your own Wallago Dogs program? So how does a clinic go about trying to set up a program? I'd like to run you through some of the logistics that our practice has gone through, and hopefully some of it will help inspire you to find your own way to do the same. This is where you need people with a passion for the cause. They're the drivers for the program. They're your Wallago champions, if you like. Once this person or persons are established, they'll need further support. So you have to have a Wallago team. The more the merrier. Get everyone on board within your clinic, but have someone to ultimately steer the ship. Decide on the structure for your working dog health program for the upcoming year. Your Wallago team need to brainstorm the best ways in which your farmers will become engaged in the program. Think about doing working dog newsletters or holding working dog seminars, and how often do you want to run these? We've had really successful working dog seminars here at our clinic, and we've received great turnout and great feedback. You want to approach your local reps to see if they can help you out with spot prizes or even give a wee talk at your seminars, talking about their specific areas. We've had a man talk about sheep measles within working dogs on farm, and the amount of questions that were asked of him from our audience was really impressive. We've also had reps from Royal Canin come and talk about the importance of feeding well the working dog team. And just from that one talk regarding Royal Canin, we transformed one farm onto buying loads of Royal Canin for their working dog team. So if you make that one difference, it makes it worthwhile. You want to come up with some great competition ideas as well that farmers can partake in. We did one that was called Pimp My Kennel, and it was so easy and was really successful, which we targeted through our working dog newsletters and our seminar. This was a competition we ran last year, and we had over 50 clients partake and send in photos of their kennels. Once the competition had finished and we had our winners, we followed up with a newsletter article discussing the importance of well-kennelled dogs and how we came across some really cool Kiwi ingenuity ideas. Discuss within your team what kind of health checks your vets need to perform on farm. What are the key areas you want to tackle? Lumps and bumps, broken teeth, nutrition, they're always easy starters. What about a working dog area in your clinic? With working dog food, flea and worm treatments, photo boards of some awesome kennel setups that you've come across may influence other farmers. You can even utilise in-clinic treatments like orthopedic platings or the like. Putting up some before and after x-rays, perhaps a testimonial from that farmer. Always good to ask everyone in the clinic for ideas. Communicate the objectives and the eventual plan to all clinic staff members. Everyone can help and have input. Then once your main efforts are sketched out, you can hone in on what kind of hands-on service you will offer your farmers in the shape of health checks. You'll need to set a time of the year that will work best. Aim for a time that you know your clients won't be too busy on farm. Aim for a time of the year where your staff won't get saturated with rain. Aim for a time of the year your staff are not flat tack. And aim to do your dog run and your ram run at different times of the year so that you don't consecutively run on farm within months of each other. Getting your runs started from scratch can be a daunting task, but don't stress. Get your hands on a map of your area. Get a list of all the clients you want to target into an Excel sheet filtered by address. Have a staff member with local client and geographical knowledge go through the list. Put clients in a geographical order to minimise driving time. Once you have these lists, each following year is easy. It just needs to be reviewed annually and clients that have moved taken away. Every 3 to 4 years, you should pull info out of your computer system to see if you've missed new clients who have moved into the area. For your first year, you'll hit and miss a wee bit in regards to time allocated and the amount of clients and dogs you can do in a day. This also will depend on your geographical travelling distance. But you'll find that over the years, you'll get pretty slick with organising it. And you can manage more dogs per day, but they still get a good examination. When you're starting out and farmers aren't used to it, how it will go, it might take quite a bit longer to each call. So reduce the number organised per day initially. It's not a race, and everyone in the practice, especially the organisers, need to view it as such. No point booking in unrealistic timeframes for the vets and nurse team to get around. They just end up with delays and disappointments from everyone concerned. Work towards leaving the clinic by 8:15 and returning by 4:30. No one wants to work long hours just to rush through it. You'll be able to target between 10 to 15 clients per day, depending on your travelling distance. And the amount of dogs at each farm is always a bit of a trick, but if you're working on allowing 3 minutes per dog, some will take longer, some will take shorter, but it gives you a bit of a rough idea. And always remember to allow travelling time from property to property. Allow extra time for those clients that you know like to have a good yarn as well. And don't get disheartened from the first year's mishaps. Learn from it and make next year even better. Once you have your run sorted, you need to schedule your vets. All your vets that will be involved in this program need to understand that they can't pick and choose areas that they may want or may not want to go to visit. Also, because the runs are made in advance, the vets are locked in, so they can't decide that they don't want to go out anymore because something else has popped up that they may want to do. Use your smallie vets who deal with dogs on the daily. You'll get the most out of them opposed to your large animal vets. No offence, guys. Block your vets out in your diary well in advance. Make sure you have a debrief with all your vets and nurses that will partake in the program a week or so before it's starting. Go over everything from the deals offered to farmers around parasite control, the price you're going to be charging, to what items you have in your grab box, to how to fill in the recording sheets. Go through all staff and work out if anyone's going to be away. Once your dates are locked in, no more holidays. It just puts pressure on everyone else. Depending on staffing, you can get away with 1 to 2 runs a day. But if you're going to be short-staffed on a particular day, just skip that day. They don't need to be consecutive runs if it's going to put pressure on the rest of the team. When you're ready to get in touch with your clients, your first contact should be made approximately 3 weeks out from the day you want to be on farm. Send an email to all the clients which states the date and a rough idea of the time you're wanting to be on farm. Ask them to reply, if they are keen, with how many dogs they would like to be done and where's the best place to meet them. Explain in your email that you'll be in touch again closer to the day to confirm times. Follow up with a phone call if you've had no response from your email within 4 or 5 days. Initial contact should just be the date you're going to be out with your approximate time, how many dogs they want to have vaccinated, and the best place to meet them. Once you've heard back from your client, you will need to remove any clients that don't want to be part of it and change the times for the remaining clients. Either email or phone client about 1 week out from the run dates with the new confirmed times. Phone call reminder the day before to remind the client you're coming out. It's really important too. We know farmers are pretty busy. When leaving a voice message, it's good to say something like, "We'll be out your way on Monday the 5th of October. Please let us know if you don't want us to vaccinate your dogs. Otherwise, we'll call in at about 3 p.m. Kind regards." If a client is a no-show on the day, you've got plenty of time up your sleeve. Wait around for 10 minutes or so. But if you're tight for time and there's no client to be seen after a quick look around, just carry on to your next farm. You'll find farmers will ring you back if they have to cancel rather than ring you back to opt in. That's why saying we'll turn up at this time, let us know if you don't want us to turn up. It's really important that a vet and a nurse goes out on the run. This is to ensure all health issues are recorded, parasite management is talked about, client and animal records are updated. The vet does the health checks and the vaccination side, the nurse does the recording and sells the parasite control side. Have your nurse draw up your vaccine while you're striving from one property to the next too. Saves a heap of time. Pre-order your parasite control and vaccine to ensure you have it ready in stock. Get your team to help preload all the diluent syringes for the vaccine. This saves a heap of time when you're out on farm. In your takeout kit, have a selection of your antibiotics, your prednisones, your worming tablets, different flea products, topical ointments, bandages, blood testing equipment, stethoscopes, muzzles, anti-inflammatories, and anything else you think you may need. Have a sharps container and a rubbish container easily accessible. Set up a chili bag with an ice block for your vaccine and your pentasan injections and keep it in the fridge. Have the grab kit ready with the amount of diluent syringes and everything else you need for the following day. If you're doing lepto, ensure you have enough syringes and needles plus a few extras. Name the chili bag, the grab kit, and any other bits that need to go with the vet's name and the date. You do not want to run out of vaccine, so always make sure you put in extra. Have your nurse record all the dogs' names and what vaccine was given when on farm, and if a booster is due. Write down any findings or products sold. This can be done using the Wallago pre-populated forms. They then come back to the clinic at the end of the run and are charged, and all relevant information is recorded. Give all paperwork to the person in charge of charging and explain anything that may not be able to be interpreted easy. Have a designated area that the leftover grab box is left for the Wallago champion to top up again, ready for another day. You need to get the following day's vaccine and grab box ready the day before, so ensure you have time allocated to do this. You need to ensure you've got enough product available, so keep a close eye on your stock. If you've not done a dog run prior, the first couple of years, the focus is getting clients on board. Send out your working dog newsletter via email, talk about it in general newsletters, have posters around the clinic advertising it, hold working dog seminars, get across the importance of looking after these working dogs to your clients. Once you have a good number of farmers on board, make a focus each year. Fleas, for instance, get good prices that you can pass on to your farmers. Give them discounts for future ordering. Nutrition, get your working dog food rep on board, order your drug rep supporting arthritis, and do a non-steroidal trial. Leave information for your farmers. If nutrition is this year's push, leave an information pamphlet on why nutrition is so important for our working dogs. Get farmers involved with the important working dog issues by running competitions. This is a fun way to engage farmers. The Pimp My Kennel competition is a great easy exercise that promotes the importance of kennel setups and gives people the chance to show off their great setups and learn from others who may have some really cool Kiwi ingenuity ideas. You'll always get some clients who are just not interested in a lot of anything. Don't let this put you off. There are plenty of great farmers who really do care about the health and well-being of their working dogs. Do it for these guys. The start is always the hardest part. You will notice after a couple of years you'll have a greater buy-in because farmers do talk. Keep pushing and don't get disheartened. Believe in the reason why this is such an important campaign and how much of a difference this will make to the lives of working dogs around New Zealand. You are the champion of this program, so you need to lead from the front. You need to ensure whoever is helping you keep on track and ask for help when you need it. Because if the emailing and the phone calling gets behind or left too long, you will not be able to get in touch with these farmers as effectively. They need the notice and they are bloody hard to get hold of. Try ringing at smoko and lunch or in the evenings is the best time to get hold of them. Have your receptionist help you phoning clients, especially the day before reminder calls. Wallago Champion, make sure you ask for help when needed, as this can be an extremely overwhelming task to tackle on your own. But if you have a team to help you, you'll fly through. This is an extremely rewarding program to be a part of and to run. Have faith. Over the years, you will train your farmers and you will see change and you'll see results. Your mission will be a success. Don't forget to have fun along the way, though. Thanks very much for listening and best of luck with your Wallago dogs.